We also might go and tackle the, what's it called? The mini-boss in Kanji's dungeon? Or at least traveling the dungeon and getting to it. Because again, they make you, for some reason, they make you do all of it again. Show the picture of Mitsuo Kubo to the others.
That's him, all right. It's definitely the guy on the Midnight Channel. It's settled then. He is the killer. And he's in here now.
This guy came to our shop before. Was he spying on me? Oh my god, I really was being targeted.
Damn it! Freaking punk!
Hey, I've seen him before too. Oh, now I remember. Yukiko, it's that one guy.
That one guy?
Yeah, the one that hit on you like 5 hours into the game.
Back in April, remember? He suddenly came and started hitting on you?
Yeah, it was like the third day of the game. It was like not 5 hours in, it was an hour into the game. It was within 5 hours, which was the joke I was trying to make.
Oh, him! The dude who got served by Yukiko in front of the school. Man, Chie, how'd you remember something like that?
Well, that was the first time he talked to her, but I remember he was always following her around.
Man, he got turned down by a girl, best girl in the game, and that's what drove him on the path to becoming a killer. Wow.
Sorry, who are we talking about?
The dude who came right up to you at the school gates and called you Yuki?
Oh. Really?
Wait, did he kidnap Yukiko to get back at her for rejecting him?
What a scumbag if true.
I didn't really reject him.
He came up to me while I was busy working and asked, "Don't the biker gangs bother you?" Just going on and on about how biker gangs can't do anything unless they're in a pack and stuff. He seemed to be the type who just keeps talking whether you like it or not, if that makes sense. I usually treat those people politely so they don't get offended, but I was so tired that I kinda ignored him. Was that why I was kidnapped?
Huh? Wait, I'm not a biker. Ugh, that damn special report. So that's why I got dragged into this.
You know, I heard he's been saying stuff about that announcer's affair, too. Lots of muttering about how women who cheat on their husbands should be executed.
Sounds like it's all coming together. Well, it's time for a showdown.
It's showtime.
Can you tell where this Mitsuo guy's at?
I'll give it a try. Just a sec.
Yo, I love Himiko's design.
Yeah, I found him. He's that way.
I love Futaba. She's my favorite Navi in Persona, but her persona doesn't look very good. As a character, I like Rise too, but as a character, Futaba's my favorite like Navi in Persona games. I don't remember much about, I think Fuko was her name. I don't remember much about her in Persona 3. But Futaba's my favorite Navi in Persona. But I love Rise's persona more than I like Futaba's persona. Because Futaba's persona starts off as a UFO and then becomes like some kind of rainbow ball or whatever. Like a sphere or something. Himiko's design is the best, basically.
All right, let's go! We're so close to the killer. We can't lose him now.
Pseudofinal Dungeon. Yo! I'm a big fan of this theme for a dungeon, though.
What is this? Some kind of game?
Well, he did taunt us, saying try and catch me. I guess he thinks of all this as a game.
This is my favorite dungeon in Persona 4. I love the aesthetic and I love the theme of it.
Oh, this pisses me off! I hereby sentence him to 100 kicks to the face!
How about a galactic punt?
Let's go!
We gotta reach the ending.
Gotta admit, all guys love games.
And all girls love Teddy.
How dare you compare that to a very, very, very false statement, which is what you just said. No one even bothers looking at Teddy. You pinpointed Mitsuo Kubo's location. All that's left is to reach him where he's waiting. Let's apprehend this loser. Dude, I love this dungeon. The music is great too. We'll get to the music in a bit. Teddy, I hope it's been fun being a navigator because you are never going to be useful again. I'm never using you in the party. I'm not even going to put you in the party once. I hate you. We use Yosuke, right? So, actually, you know what? We use kanji. Let's use the original four. Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko. Because we got, we'll give kanji a little break and we'll add them in later. But now that we'll use the OG 4. I do, before we go to Mitsuo's, I want to travel through Kanji's dungeon and at least get to the last floor and see how strong the mini-boss is. So we're going to hold off on that for now. I saw his face, man, it feels much better now I know what the face I'm aiming to break loose looks like. You serious? Well, if we got it, we got it. Unfortunately, there's a mini-boss there. I wouldn't if we didn't have to. So we're just going to travel this dungeon, because for some reason they can't let you travel straight to the end. You have to go through the whole thing again. We're just going to go through this place and get to the end. Since a strong shadow with your current strength, I think you'll be fine. Oh, does Rize actually tell me? Is she accurate in her assumption? Does she actually mean, hey, I'll be ready to take it on? I hope so. I mean, either way, we'll get to the last floor. If we're not ready, we'll use a go home and then come back later. Well, AMA chat, ask me anything, because we're going to go through this dungeon and skip every single battle, because their shadows are weak. Oh, I forgot they do that. They put characters in the dungeon if you want to switch parties, which is neat. This is like, what, 10, 11 floors? I think it's 10 floors. The 11th floor is the highest one. So it's about the same as, it might be one floor more than Yukiko's. Oh no, Yukiko's, well, it's around the same as, Rise's, basically. Give about, like, a little less than 2 hours in stream. Make as much progress in the dungeon as possible, in Mitsuo's at least. That will finish it, but we'll get most of it done, probably. Dude, I don't know why they don't just let you travel straight to the end. I'm gonna be caught, I think. Nah, never mind, I'm good. I don't know why they don't just let you travel to the end like you could when you traveled it the first time. Makes no sense. It's RNG, so I'm just like going through every single door. Don't care about that chest that much. Ooh, gold hand. I'm not gonna bother with the gold hand. I'm sure we'll find plenty in Mitsuo's dungeon. Even if we don't, we're fine with levels. And money. And now we got the Fox at rank 5, so he's got a decent discount, so hopefully we won't be using too much money for the Fox anymore. Hopefully we reach the amount where it's like, hey, we gave him a good amount of discount, so we don't gotta worry about that. Which is nice. Oh, we're all like only halfway through. My goodness, this just pads the length of these dungeons. Like, I don't know why you can't just travel to the end. It makes literally no sense. I mean, these are mini bosses, you don't have to do them, but I want to beat all the mini bosses. I want to do this. I'm choosing to do this, but still, it's really annoying. Wait, are the shadows like either slower or running away from me because I'm stronger than them? That might be the case. But yeah, this serves no purpose other than like, hey, travel through the dungeon again to pad the length of these optional bosses for no reason at all when this is already a Persona game. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against long games by any means. But it's different. I know when the game is padding its length and trying to make it long for the sake of being long. Like, games like, I don't know, Tales of Arise. That was a long playthrough. So was SMT5. Those two games were long, but they have varying the little way of padding. Like, even the side content, everything felt like it served a purpose, you know? They were long games, but, like, they were long, and they didn't feel like they were padding at all. None of the side quests felt like they were filler, or none of them felt like they served no purpose. They all felt like they had meaningful content integrated into them. As much as I like Persona 4 and 5, they do have a bit of, like, you know... I mean, Persona 5, not so much. That's a long game. I'm sure some of it's, like, not all great, but it's still a great game. I like Persona 5. And Persona 5 doesn't have anything like this. You could just travel around the palace however you please and stuff. So, even if Persona 5 is the longest game that I've played, even it doesn't have much in the way of, like, padding and filler. Maybe a little bit, but, you know. Long games are more prone to that issue, unfortunately. But it's not padding and filler to the point of being a problem, you know? Like, even Octolad 2. Octolad 2 is another game I adore. That game is long. It has very little in the way of padding and filler. It has some, yeah, but not too much. Not too much that ruins the overall experience. It's still a really good game. It's just long, but most of the content feels like it adds something to the game. Except the time travel bit. The time travel bit is padding. That's just the game being like, hey, let's make it even longer because it's not long enough. Other than the time travel bit, most of my story problems with Arc the Lad 2 are not an issue. Or I barely have any problems, is what I should be saying. Oh, we're finally on floor 8. I might start climbing these on my own time, to be honest with you. Like, we have Risei's, right? I'm gonna climb Risei's dungeon, and every future dungeon, I'm gonna climb them off screen, I think. Because this is just like, this is ridiculous. This is padding to a T. Oh, is that the Reaper? I think that was the Reaper. We're not gonna fight the Reaper now. The Reaper might be an end of the game thing, if we even do it. I heard the Reaper is like RNG, right? With treasure chests and stuff, so chances of doing that are slim. Hey, at least the doors stay open when you open them. Yeah, there's the chain rattling. I guess this is a way to grind the Reaper. But still, I'd rather the Reaper just be easier to get. Why have to add this whole system? You know? I'm not going to open any chests because I'm nervous the Reaper's going to come out. And I bet he's like the max level of the game, or close to the max level. Probably like 70 or 80 if I had to guess. Oh, floor 9. Watch, I'm not ready to fight this boss. I mean, if we aren't, then we can just travel straight here later, but... One more floor, I think. Yeah, one more floor after this. This is the last floor, and then we're basically on the mini-boss. Hopefully we're ready to take it on. We'll see, though. It should be a weapon for Kanji, too. I think it's whoever the dungeon is for. Leave me alone. I can't believe I've managed to avoid every single enemy up until this point. We've made it so far. This or Persona 5? Persona 5. The characters is hard. I think I might prefer the characters in this game. Just slightly, but Persona 5, as a game, Persona 5 is better. I like Persona 5 a lot more. The characters is like basically a tie, but I might give Persona 4 the characters. Like the character department, I might prefer these characters, but I love these characters. Persona 5's characters are also really good though. I love this cast. Don't fail me now, senpai. Show me your skills. Everyone except Teddy in this game is amazing.
Darkness won't work.
And everyone except Morgana is good in Persona 5, so it balances out.
Someone else's turn.
One enemy to go. Keep it up.
What do you do against fire?
I couldn't do
Oh,
it.
decent. Alright, damage is fine, but we'll see how that keeps up. Ow.
Damn, it's not
No,
going
crit.
down.
I want to crit. Get him with your kung fu, Chie.
Someone finish it
Oh,
off.
love it. Good damage.
I couldn't do
You
it.
should be able to handle this. Aguilao. Ow. Yeah, this boss seems, unless he does something later that's like an AoE insta-kill, this seems fine. Seems really doable. Aw, Chie. Come on, Chie.
So persistent.
Persistent indeed. Who has Rakunda? You have Dekunda. I'm tempted to bring you in. I want the Rakunda again though because it's gonna wear off. Let's bring Shisa. Wonder if lightning's your weakness because this is Kanji's dungeon. I'm willing to try it. We're doing pretty good in this boss. Single shot. Ow. Maybe I should try Garula and not Sonic Punch. I'm so tempted. Ah, come on, Yosuke. Good thing wore off. Give you another buff. Oh, I do that on Yukiko? That's not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted. Let's try Zionga here. See if lightning's your weakness. It is, okay.
Enemy down. Here's our chance. Let's go. Okay. Places, everyone. And action. Yeah, here goes. Go. Knock them out.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get like a little new animation. Yeah, with Rise in the party. That's cool. I like that. Oh dear.
Kiko-senpai needs help.
No, come on. You're a scumbag.
No. Someone heal her.
How dare you just double up on Best Girl like that? Who do you think you are? Alright, buff yourself this time, Chie. And now I know Zionga's your weakness, so we're gonna stay on Shisa. At least for now.
Enemy down.
Time for an all-out attack.
All right. Places, everyone. And action. No escape. Go. Knock them out.
I love the all-out attack cut-ins. Rise's especially. I haven't really praised the all-out attack cut-ins, but man, I love them. Stop!
Yukiko-senpai needs help.
Oh my goodness, you are gonna do that every turn, aren't you? How does Garula do?
That's some thick skin.
I'm gonna recon with Narukami because I'm running out of revival beads. You have recon, right? Yeah. Finally back to single shot. Yeah, this boss is easy.
That's some thick skin.
Go, miss. Chie, we're gonna have to have a serious talk.